Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. So it looks like Adam22 has finally had it to hear with your boy Poetik Flakko, and he is done. Well, not done, but I mean, he can't trust him as far as he can throw him. Pun intended. Now, most of us already feel like that Flakko ship has been gone and sailed away from No Jumper. I mean, he is never there. And by there, I don't just mean No Jumper. I don't even know if he's ever in LA. It seems like he just randomly comes to visit and then he dips. And I mean, I cannot blame the man. He has a business to run. But not only did he blow off a pilot for an upcoming podcast with Adam, he now has a podcast with T-Rail. Or as Adam would say, Z-Rail for Zesty-Rail. And I mean, I heard about this a couple of weeks ago and I definitely did not tune in. Now, I love Flakko's content, but I just don't understand him and T-Rail getting together and making a show. I don't see the vision. I don't think it will last. And I just don't care to see those two specifically on camera together, if I'm being honest. But I'm going to let you go ahead and listen to Adam express his frustrations with his maybe ex-employee. Poetik Flakko.
Can I vent for a moment about our good friend Flakko?
Yeah. Please.
Okay. So tomorrow, I was supposed to do a pilot episode with Flakko and Moose Man. The idea being that maybe there's a chance that No Jumper could have another weekly show that would feature me, Flakko, Moose Man, and I don't know. Maybe we build out some more people on the cast from that. This is just an idea. I've been toying with it. I figured, why not? We'll do Wednesday. We'll do an episode. We'll see how it goes. It's been in the calendar for weeks now because it was hard for us to find a date that would work. Today, I message in the group chat with them, and I say, yo, so are y'all good for 4 p.m. tomorrow? Flakko, I forget exactly what he said, but it's clear that he was going to be out of town, that he had not written this down. He had not put it in his calendar at all, not taking podcasting seriously. And to his credit, Moose Man said that he had a thing with the apartment he's trying to get or whatever. He wasn't going to be able to do it either. So both of them, despite it being in the calendar, both of them were not planning on showing up and did not mention it in any way to me, which personally, that shows a lack of professionalism. I'm going to be totally real. Then, in addition to that, Flakko was telling us about this terrible deal that he had on the table where basically he was being offered money to start a podcast. They sent him the contract. It was all fucked up. They were trying to take a percentage of his YouTube money, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if I'm saying too much, Flakko. He takes this deal that is not so beneficial and he ends up giving it to T-Rail. And then he gets a large percentage of the money, and that makes sense because realistically, T-Rail ain't got shit going on. So anybody trying to give him any money, he's just, any dollar he can get his hands on, he's excited. So, but then that also makes me feel like by Flakko doing a weekly podcast with T-Rail, he's watering down his value because he's showing that he's willing to sit with D-listers on a weekly basis just to help try to get a relatively small amount of money. So to the people that I kind of hyped up the idea of Flakko and me doing a weekly podcast, multiple strikes against him. Number one, ghosting on the episode and not telling me in advance. Number two, doing bad, low-quality, watered-down content with someone who realistically is not a professional podcaster. So I just want to let the world know, I thought that this might have some motion, some momentum. I don't think Flakko, I don't really see it working out.
So I think this all just boils down to the fact that Flakko is a busy man and no longer needs No Jumper and hasn't needed No Jumper for a while now, not even in a bad way. But that's also why him working with T-Rail really doesn't make sense because I don't feel like he needs to. Him going back to No Jumper here and there makes sense because, hello, they still do have a really big platform and a really huge audience. But not only do me, Adam, most of the fans kind of don't see the reason behind this show with Flakko and T-Rail. Even some of T-Rail's friends and fellow podcasters at the Apollo don't see the reason behind this show. Now, I don't keep up with FMW anymore, and I only hear about what they have going on either if Adam brings it up or if the Apollo mentions it. But if you do, you would know that there was a show called What Could Go Wrong that featured T-Rail, Keem, and Pun. And honestly, I watched a few episodes, and it seemed like the show really had potential if they had a structure together, kind of didn't bicker or pick on Keem so much and were consistent. I think that could have been probably one of the better shows on their channel. But that just got canceled, and word on the street is they gave Keem the boot, which is ironic because now T-Rail has another podcast with Flakko. And it's also ironic because Flakko pretty much blew off this new podcast with Adam to podcast with T-Rail. So I'm going to go ahead and play you a clip from the Apollo because honestly, it seems like they have the same sentiment. Like, I don't really feel like there was a need for this show. Also, another reason why I stopped watching FMW, well, I never really watched it, but the reason why you won't see me watching it is because, like, every month it seems like they have a new show. Like, you don't even give a show a chance to work.
You can even tell by just the conversations that he's having with Terrell.
Yeah, for real.
Like, come on, cuz. Like, I just, and this ain't even no shot at Terrell or nothing. It's just, if you wouldn't even, like, Terrell, that's not his strength. That's not even where you would want to even have Terrell have a conversation about. You know? Like, that's not, you feel me?
No, that's facts. That's a fact.
But
man.
Hey. Shout outs to everybody.
Now, if you ask me, I think a better plan would have been swapping Pun out for Flakko and then Terrell and Keem and Flakko having a show or doing What Could Go Wrong. I think that would have been some good content. Honestly, I think if just Flakko and Keem had a show together, that would be good content. I also just feel like T-Rail keeps creating shows, and no matter how many shows you create and how many people you move around, if it's not consistent and good quality content, people just are not going to tune in. And when I say good quality content, I do not mean having the best cameras and the best monitors, because we've seen some of the most rich celebrities create podcasts that didn't work. I mean actual good quality content. I also don't think he's strong enough to have a show with just him and someone else. That's why I think him, Flakko, and Keem would have actually been a better show. And I really just want to give Keem his flowers because I feel like he is so quick to either get swapped out or booted off. And it's just like, to me, he's one of the ones that could really take this podcasting thing the furthest. If he could find some time to consistently stream and have some type of structure and stay on topic, I think he could really go far. It's just the man is busy. Unlike T-Rail, who got fired from being Tyga's slave, Keem still works. He still works with TDE. He's still Schoolboy's road manager. Schoolboy's not touring right now, but he just was last year. So everyone's always on his head about being consistent. And yes, I do feel like he needs to be a little more consistent, but he also actually works and can't just stream all day, every day. And when he was making time to and going to What Could Go Wrong and then doing Apollo immediately after, y'all end up booting the show. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are y'all watching this show with T-Rail and Flakko, or do y'all think they are moving shady? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.